Resolution number 3 is awarding a contract to obtain reimbursement from FEMA to the Accurate Amendment Solution LLC. A motion on that?
Motion.
Second.
Second. Mr. Piazza?
Yes.
Mr. Enriquez?
Yes.
Mr. Sensula?
Yes.
Chairman Odell?
Yes.
Yes.
That ends the business portion of the meeting. We're now opening up to the public portion of the meeting. And the first person
Is Mr. Ventre?
Hello, everybody. About 3 weeks ago, Larry put a request in for Patricia Bertoli's time cards. We got an answer back saying that she never punched a time card. It was about over a year ago. I'm sure Pat remembers this. I was standing right over there questioning Lynn Focaracio's time cards. Okay? And Pat told me personally that she punches a time card, even she punches a time card to protect herself, which is understandable. So what I'm saying is, I think, my opinion is, Pat knows, Frank knows, and John knows, and everyone in this office knows that Pat's been punching a time card. Why we don't have the access to them is beyond me. That's number one. Number two, I put in a request for cumulative vacation time, comp time, if any, and sick time for Patricia Bartoli. All right? Now, what I got back was only her attendance for the year 2014. I don't know, did you get the sick time, what I requested?
That is the accumulated sick vacation, and
Well,
I
don't say that,
I
it
don't
ain't signed.
receive comp.
This is all you have? You have no other vacation time coming? In other words, you used
On
it
the
all?
back, it has, should have
Yeah, it has
the
the-
accumulated and how it's
Yep.
being used.
Oh, I'm sorry, I stand corrected, okay. So in other words, you have January, February available. You had 88 hours available, Patricia?
88 days.
88 days.
Sick days, correct?
Okay, and then vacation days, you had 50 days.
Yes.
Would you do me a favor, would you sign this? Because it's not signed.
Not a problem.
Take it.
Not a problem.
I'm sorry.
You should address the board,
Anyway,
not the employees.
Yeah. No, all I'm going to do is refer to the lawyer.
Yeah.
now seeing how there's no time cards, who certifies that you're taking this time? There's no time cards, who certifies the payroll?
Well, there's no time cards because of salary, as we told you.
Everybody's salary.
No.
No, not everybody's salary?
A lot of people are hourly.
The hourly rate, so when they're offered an hour, they get back an hourly rate? Then when I requested their salary, I received the salary, I didn't receive an hourly rate, I received the salary.
Well, that's the, I mean, there's a salary guide that shows, but depending on where your position is.
So
some
if
people
I
are-
request an hourly breakdown, you'll give me an hourly
John, you
breakdown?
probably request their annual salaries.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's
when
what you
you, I
request.
gave you that, when you
Yeah,
requested everybody's annual salary, that's what we gave you.
Correct.
the annual
Okay.
salary.
If you ask for their hourly salary, yes.
Their hourly rate, we can give you an hourly rate.
So who certifies when you're taking off, when you're not taking off?
I guess I do.
You do. So you patrol yourself.
Now, what do you do, Frank?
Well, think it, I'm asking the executive director
Oh.
and the chief financial officer, I'm not asking you.
Do I keep my own time? Yes, I do.
You keep your own
Does
time.
Frank know when I'm out? Yes, he does.
Frank, do you certify it?
At the end of the year, no, I mean,
Who signs for the
They're
payroll?
picking up on it.
who signs for the payroll?
Yeah, in other words, when everybody, when not the purchasing agent, the payroll clerk says, this is what everybody had for the 2 weeks.
Right.
Do you sign off on that, or does Patricia?
I don't
The
say.
department head sign off on that.
Each department head? How many department heads we have?
We have the sanitation, the wastewater.
I'm not interested in the state, I'm interested in
We
just.
asked me how many departments, I'm telling you, how many
Okay.
departments. Sanitation, wastewater, and administration.
Okay, so if I request that, you'll tell me who the department heads are.
That's
Who's the
not,
department head for administration?
I am.
There you go again, so you're policing yourself, Patricia. Okay?
Or you're policing me, Jack, I don't know.
Well, well,
You
I
can.
can't keep track, you know what I mean, I can't keep track.
You should be, it should be very easy to keep track.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't go down to the road every weekend.
Well,
So what we're saying-
weekends
hold on,
I'm off,
hold
Jack.
on. Well,
It's my time, not yours.
I agree.
So I'm entitled to do whatever I want every weekend.
Absolutely. Nobody's denying that.
It seems to
All
bother you.
we wanna know, no, it ain't, don't bother me. I just want accountability. And you know you punch time cards.
No, I don't punch time
Oh.
cards.
Well,
I keep.
everyone in this office
I
knows you
keep-
punch a time card. Everyone in the
I
office.
keep my time when I come in and when I leave for
What
my
do you-
own
What do you
service.
keep them on?
On paper.
Hey, you've never punched that time clock.
I might have.
You might have.
I might have.
Frank,
It's,
We don't use,
It's not
You know,
something
we have-
I know Frank doesn't.
John, was it a
doesn't have-
5-minute speech thing here, or what is it?
because it doesn't have to be, it's not
Jack's got
submitted
about
to payroll.
30 seconds left.
There's
All right,
nothing
so
submitted
none
to
of the
payroll.
salary employees
I'll
have to
leave it
punch
up to the
time
lawyer.
cards.
Okay, that's good.
Bring it up to the FBI.
Oh, well, they'll know about it. You can count on it.
Okay,
Okay.
Well, you listen, the next question is please address the chair, and I'll detour you to whoever you got to talk to, okay?
and next was Mario Blanch.
Thank you. I guess a couple questions follow up to what Mr. Ventre indicated, and I'll direct them to you. With respect to Ms. Bartoli, she indicated that she keeps her time. Can you please ask her for how long has she been keeping her own time?
Mr. Tolley would like to answer that directly to the lawyer?
Probably since I became salaried.
And how long
Do
ago
I
was that?
keep it? No. Do I save 10 years worth of records or 20 years worth of records? No.
Well, how many years' worth of records do we have?
We don't
Well,
have
Frank,
any,
don't
they're
you
not
monitor
submitted to
Pat's time?
payroll.
You monitor Pat's time. You know,
I
she's
know
here,
what
she
you
ain't
do.
here, when she takes off, when she's out sick. She has to
Anytime-
call in sick, right?
Anytime she's here much past 4 o'clock, and many times she's here much before.
Exactly,
9
so
o'clock.
we're gonna be the one, and I'm taking up your time, I realize that.
It's all right.
But you would realize when Pat's on vacation.
Correct.
And you'd be able to
That's
verify that she's on vacation,
Okay.
and that she's on sick leave, or whatever.
What I'm trying
So
to-
we do have somebody cross-checking Pat
Correct.
Patoli's attendance.
What I'm trying to understand, is there some kind of documentation that we can cross-reference where we can say, well, she was definitely on vacation this particular day, or she was here working on that particular day?
But
I think that sheet that
That
you
sheet
have
that
marks
Jackie
the
should
days.
have-
and-
It only gives a total of how many.
No, the
No,
Doesn't
it's
say
day
what
for day.
Look at the front
Day
part
for
of
day.
it. I think the front part is a day to
Day by day.
And it
Okay.
says
That's how many
vacation,
years they have
it says,
Well, how many years do we have this for, this attendance calendar?
Probably since the beginning of
That's
the.
we have for a long
Or as
time.
long as we
Okay,
have to keep them.
so I can file a request and I'll get them for the beginning of time.
Well,
Not the beginning of time, it depends how many years you have to keep. And off the top of my head, I don't know that.
I'm gonna file an Oprah, and it came out on video, I'm gonna file an Oprah, and I'm gonna request a number of documents that were mentioned here today,
Sure.
such as timesheets that she kept herself. And Mr. Pistana, as the executive director, I'm gonna ask for your documentation, cross-referencing what she has. And as we all know, in Oprah, it's illegal not to provide these documents. It's also illegal to destroy documents, so I'm gonna ask you to preserve whatever documents are there. You know, my understanding is that Mr. Ventre was advised that you punch a time card, you
He
indicate.
wasn't
You
advised.
indicated here today.
That's his word.
You indicated here today that there have been times that you may punch the time card, so there must be some time cards out there. My understanding is that a Mr. Harish knows that time cards also exist, so I'd ask that you inquire of Mr. Harish what's going on. So I'll leave the time cards there. As the other issue I have, there are two major construction projects going on. There's one on the dead end of 53rd Street, and there is one on River Road.
Those are private entities. you're talking
Okay, correct.
Right.
My understanding is that construction's not to start until the connection fee is paid to MUA.
about. Correct.
Was the connection fee paid?
On 53rd Street, they did pay it.
What about the River Road? Because
The River
construction
Road
started
one?
there.
They, the last I heard was that they were only gonna be doing some sort of, some cleanup work.
It looks like, I've driven by there, it looks like a heck of a lot more than just cleanup work.
Well, it's
Well,
not
generally it's-
my job to monitor
I
that.
mean, generally that's done with the building department. You know, did they issue the construction permits yet, do you know?
I don't know, but I'll open the building department and I'll open here to find out how much was paid in total. But
Yeah, that's fine.
it's sounding to me that it wasn't paid.
No, that one was not, the River Road was not paid.
Okay, but 53rd Street was paid?
Yes, they,
I have nothing else.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Uh,